GM, welcome everyone to another First Flight. My name is Vasily, I'm your host, and today I'm going to be presenting one of the most interesting first flights we had so far. For you who doesn't know, first flights are our effort to bring different projects to newcomer auditors to the space in order to experience what to participate on an actual audit is like. These projects are meant to hone up your skills in different scenarios. And also, we always like to add some narrative on our first flights. So I hope you are thrilled because we are just getting started. Today's project is going to be one shot. So let me share my screen as always and present this project to you, shall we? First flight number 10, one shot. When the opportunity knocks, you gonna answer it. One shot lets a user mint a wrapper NFT, have it gain experience in the streets or staking, and a rap battle against other NFTs for crit. So this is kinda a street honor system for rappers. Let's take a look on this project. However, the first thing you need to know and do right now is go to the repo, clone the code, go to your terminal and use your always trusted git clone to get this repo running on your computer. I'm just going to let my code editor open and let's return to the contest page. So basically, as always, you are going to have the information on how much experience you are going to get for the findings you are going to get from this first flight, the ends log, which is the number of source lines of code. It means how large this project is, and the complexity score, which in all our first flights depend a lot on the project itself, but this is going to give you a barely understanding on how complex this project is going to be to audit. So let's take a look into the actual smart contracts for this. As I already said, this is about being a rapper, gaining reputation on the streets, and also being able to participate on rap battles with other NFT owners or any other members of the hood. So let's take a look about of the smart contracts. First, we have oneshot.sol. This is the wrapper NFT. Users mint a wrapper that begins with all the flows and sells out with all experience. NFT means with the following properties. Basically, this has some Boolean properties, which is like when you start in anything new on your life, you are not that experienced, so you are going to have some handicaps. First, you are going to have weak knees, starting at true, heavy arms, starting at true as well, spaghetti sweater, starting at true, and calm and ready, which is false. Basically, these are all supposed to be handicaps your NFT are going to have because you're a newcomer rapper and you don't know how to manage yourself on the streets. The only way you can remove or improve these stats is by staking your NFT on the streets. So we have the next smart contract called streets.sol. The spirits on the streets will earn you crit, which is the ERC20 token, and remove your rapper's doubts. Stake rapper NFT will earn you 1 crit ERC20 a day, stake up to a maximum of 4. And each day staked, a rapper will have properties changed that will help them in their next rap battle. Basically, the more you stake the one shot token, you are going to have these handicaps removed. Then we have the rap battle.sol. Users can put their crit on the line to step on a stage and battle their rappers. A base skills of 50 is applied to all rappers in battle, and this is modified by the properties the rapper holds. So basically, if your base stat is 50, and you have your handicaps removed, well, if your weak knees are false, you are going to have a +5. If you don't have heavy arms, you are going to have also a +5, and so on and so forth. Each rapper skills is then used to weight their likelihood of randomly winning the battle. Yeah, basically this is kinda a random decision, but based on how much points or how much skill points you have, based on the base of 50, and again, based if you have or not those handicaps on your NFT. The winner is given the total of both bets. So yeah, basically you are going to bet all the staked ERC20 token that you have, put it on the rap battle, and the winner is going to take them all. And finally, we have the crit token, which is a standard ERC20 token that I don't know how um, I don't know what else to explain about it because standard ERC20 token, Open 7 standard, you already know this. Before I show you the actual code, let me see if we have something here on the chat. Hello, hello, yo, yo, hello. Okay. Oh, it seems that everyone here is like putting themselves into the street mindset. Okay, let me show you the actual code and what are the first steps you might start looking for when you start auditing this project. Now that you understand the base concept, the base of the philosophy behind this project, how you can start auditing this? Well, as this project is made on Foundry, one of the base steps we always do is see how many tests this project has. You can go to your terminal and use or always trust Forge coverage. And as you can see here, this is going to start compiling the project. And it seems we have a 100% coverage on all the functions. So this means that this project is safe, right? Well, that's not the case. Of course, this project has a lot of flaws. One hint I'm going to give you for this specific project is that all these tests are covered, but just for unit test. So not fuzz testing, no integration testing, not nothing, just unit test. So one of the things you can start performing is start creating your own false test, trying to throw unpredicted values to the smart contracts and see if they crashes somehow. What is the next step you always need to do or likely are going to do is to check how the code works deeply. For that, I highly recommend you to use an extension called Solidity Metrics. You can find on VS Code as Solidity Metrics. And this is going to give you an overview of all your code. So if you go to the project, to the SRC tab, right click and Solidity Metrics. This is going to give you a detailed information of all the smart contracts, starting with the end lines, the ends log, how many comments there are, and the complex score. And more important, you are going to have an overview of all the functions this project has. For example, we see that we have these many imports, 15 of them, how many functions are public, and etc., etc. Also, we have the inheritance graph. This doesn't work always because it depends on the smart contract. For example, if I use the grid token.sol and using Solidity Metrics, we can see that we have this inheritance graph. What does it mean? If this credibility or cred token has a problem, maybe the ERC20 token, which is its father, also might have a problem. Other things you can start looking for, again, for example, let's see here on, let me go to that, to that function. I'm not going to spoil you the solutions and the actual vulnerabilities, but just to give you a hint of the things you might start looking for. For example, here we have this function update wrapper stats, which allow us to modify those handicaps I talked before. It seems that this function is public though, so no access control. Anyone can modify willingly their stats. These kinds of things are most common than you think on other smart contract protocols. People or random users being able to modify the properties that shouldn't be modified by the user, but rather the smart contract itself. So, first, make your own false testings. Again, start throwing random data to the contract. Then try to see solidity metrics in order to understand deeply how the code works. Then try to see inconsistencies on the code. For example, functions like this one that are they supposed to be public? Aren't they supposed to be public? You must start looking for that. And of course, you can always use automated static analysis tools like Slither, but as we are ciphering, we are going to 100 recommend you to use Otherin, which is here, which is our own static analysis tool you can install on your projects and start making tests. And more or less, this is the basic rundown of this project, a wrapper styled project in which you are going to be able to mint wrapper NFTs, battle in rap battles on the streets, and also stake your CREAT tokens. And yep, that was it. Let me see if I have some comments or questions here that I always forget to check because I'm too deep concentrated on explaining the projects. So, okay, Shikar says, but why a user is getting positive points for their weak attributes? And our superstar community manager Ekios already answered that they get positive points for the weak attributes being removed. It's kind of double negative. Winx equal false equal plus 5. And yeah, I think that's it. Do we have any other comments or questions on the chat? Otherwise, I think we can pack this. Always remember that if you have any async question, you can always ask on our forum on Discord, and our superstar community manager, Equus, is going to answer you. Also, this project was made by him, so you can always ask. Please don't ask about the actual solutions or the actual vulnerabilities. We are not going to spoil them. But if you have any specific questions about how the code works, don't forget to reach out on Discord. If we don't have any questions or any more comments, I think we can safely close this live stream. I hope you enjoyed this explanation, and we hope you submit your findings. Remember that you can submit any amount of findings you want. Just go to the first flat page and click on submit findings. The time doesn't matter. You can submit 10 issues today and 10 the last 3 minutes till the contest ends. That doesn't matter. It will not affect how many experience points you are going to get. And yep, that's it. Have a great day, great night, and hope to see you on the streets doing some rap battles. See you later.